half and half scarves. Given the amount of money sloshing around in the Premier League, should those clubs be forced to contribute a yearly levy to help fund grassroots / non-league football? Do you want to kick this off? Do you think they should?
Yes, I quite strongly think they should. It's difficult to know what level that money should go in at, though. Like, should it go into junior football, or should it go into club level, and how far does that go? Like, if you made them contribute an amount of money, where does that stop? How much money is it? And then considering how many clubs there are, how far down the pyramid are you then going to distribute? Because if you think of how many clubs enter the FA Cup,
a lot,
at the initial stage, it's, you know, you're getting like 700 or so enter at the initial stage.
Yeah.
It would worry me that, I don't know how much a consequential fund would be each year, but I suppose if every team got, say, $5,000 or something, it would mean a lot more to some clubs than others.
This is going to be controversial, but I don't think they should.
I'm absolutely shocked you've said that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think they should.
What, even with clubs?
No,
absolutely
I don't,
on their knees?
It's not the club's responsibility to start doing that. It's if the Premier League, as a organisation, want to do it, then it should fall on the Premier League, not the clubs involved. And it also, I mean, that ship has
fall on the FA then.
That's exactly what I was about to say. The FA has got to start taking responsibility of it. They have lost the Premier League forever. They gave up what was Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, the old style football, when it was good. They gave up ever having any involvement in the top leagues whatsoever when they signed that deal over to the Premier League and to Sky. They gave it up.
It's not just
They've lost
Sky,
control
though.
of that. They've absolutely lost control of that league. They can't force the Premier League to pump money back into grassroots football. So they've got to be doing it themselves. They say that they're doing a lot. I think a lot of people would question that they are not doing enough. That's not for me to say yes or no on that part. But for the question that we were asked, I don't think it's down to the clubs. Because if you think about it from, let's say, for example, like a supermarket perspective, the corner shops down the road are really struggling. Should Tesco start pumping money into that corner shop? They're in the same industry. They're competing for the same thing.
I guess so.
Costa Coffee, right? Okay, that little coffee shop down at Stowmarket, you know, the one that sits on the corner now, when it was in the estate agents. If that suddenly starts underperforming, should Costa Coffee start chipping in some money for that? Go on, here you go. Here's 10 grand to keep it going.
Those corner shops, though, have access to the goods which the top tier shops can access to some degree.
So do non-league clubs.
I don't think they have access.
Non-league clubs have access to every single player that's around in this particular area. But Costa are going to get the better option, and so are teams around this area, like Ipswich, for example.
If there was a deal that for every Sky package, no, not Sky package, for every TV package sold to the league, and that would include the international ones and the UK ones, 10% of that bid fee had to go into grassroots football. Then no club would lose out. It would slightly reduce the TV levy. And the money would be in the bid fee. The FA could actually govern it. And then if there was a clause on that money that it had to be spent on facilities, not players, so that some team didn't receive their $5,000 and then just run out and buy something, because that would be daft. If it had to be proven to be like a transactional grant to, I don't know, improve the clubhouse roof because it had got a leak. So something that would be expensive, and we see all these teams fundraising every single year. I quite look forward to actually featuring one when we see something crop up to see what's going on and have a chat about it and how they're doing it. Capel Plough did a big fundraising drive last year. It would be really, really good to see money handed over that just is being taken out of that portion of. There is too much money from TV sales.
There is.
Some of that can go.
There is, but the original question, going back to it, it's not the club's fault. The clubs are being given that money.
Do
you know what I mean? It's not their responsibility to take care of non-league football. It's the FA. It is, the TV companies have got to take responsibility for it as well. They won't, because it's money. They don't care. They're getting their money in every single week and every month, whatever the case may be. They don't care what happens to to Chester, who went out of business. They don't care what happened to Russian and Diamonds when they went out of business. You see what I mean? They don't. Why would they care? Why would they care? Why do Costa Coffee care if another coffee shop down the road goes out of business? They don't care.
They're cutthroat enough to actually want people to go out of business, aren't they?
Well, yeah, but I'm picking on Costa Coffee because that's just the first thing that pops into my head at the moment. I've got such a coffee addiction, but that's by the by. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's the club. I don't think it's the club's responsibility.
Why do banks get bailed out then by the government?
Because the governments are idiots.
But then surely the FA, because they're idiots as well at times, could bail out football teams based on that logic.
Well, they could do, but they won't, because they'll just go, well, it's not our responsibility. You should have kept your finances in order, shouldn't you?
But that's the thing, like, that's where taking money from somewhere else that isn't directly out of clubs looking for a compromise, you could have a bailout plan and package in place, but then there's the fear that it'll be abused because everyone's like, oh well, there'll be the money if we go tits up anyway.
The thing is with a lot of clubs is that they're owned by one individual person now. They're not owned by like a committee of people,
like a consortium.
So the FA will never step in and go, right, that one person who now has control of that club, here's 50 grand or 100 grand to save the club. Yeah, because that person could quite easily take it. It's a very complicated subject.
Football ownership, though, in general, is in a bit of a muddle anyway.
Oh God, let's not get started on that because we could be here all day. But
no, but what I'm trying to get at with it is that if the club isn't owned and in good hands, that money that could go into grassroots football would probably get misused anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
it might be.
I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, it's an interesting topic. Like I said, I don't think it's the club's responsibility. Adam maybe thinks that it's a broader.
I think there's a workaround for it.
It's everyone's responsibility to take care of it. But what do you think? Should Premier League clubs contribute towards non-league football? Let us know. Let us know in the comments.
Thinking about that, actually, just coming back to it.
Here we go.
I reckon if that ever did happen, they'd make it a percentage of the club's net profits, and it wouldn't be a fixed figure to make it fair. Because if you think,
well, not every club's going to go, oh well, we didn't make a profit this year. We didn't make that much of a loss that we are in accordance with financial fair play, but we didn't make enough of a profit that we can start giving money out to non-league football. Well, that's what I mean. Well,
just imagine like Norwich's ability to fund that versus, say, Manchester United's, if it was at a fixed fee.
All the clubs are going to do, they'll turn around and go, we're quite happy to do that, but we get first dibs on your players.
Yeah,
they're going to want something in return, aren't they?
Everyone will become a feeder club, won't they?
Yeah, exactly. You don't just give money out for the sake of it.
I wish people did.
Oh yeah, gotcha. That'd be great. Good question, though.
I was going to say that started
really great question on that one.